Physical unfoldment testimony this morning is by Aaron Hill. Yes, come on and give him some love. And he's going to do his testimony on physical unfoldment along with his mindful meditation, which is a complete package of good. All right, Mr. Aaron Hill. I heard part of Aaron's testimony about physical at the Light of Truth Center event recently, and I was so inspired. I was inspired by your transparency, your willingness to share, and just what you said. So we're looking forward to it. All right.
How y'all feeling? All right. So thank you for giving me a chance to take 5 breaths, to notice my next 5 breaths, and to tell you that this music that you're listening to is where it all started for me. The music is called Breath of Life. And I wrote this in 2021. It was the very beginning of 5M. I've been here since 2012. Y'all been family and friends since 2012. Did you know that? And really 2011 when I count Paulette asking me one day, what you doing for New Year's Eve? We got a Burning Bowl service. And I was here. That was 2011. So it's been over a decade that we've been friends and family. Some of you all know my story. Many of you all know parts of my story. So here's a little bit more. In fact, my whole story from 2016 until now. You ready? Everybody take a deep breath with me. In, hold it, let it out. So here's where we begin. 2016, I had a panic attack. It led to me doing some research. I knew what I was going through in the moment. And I looked it up, and I came across somebody named Dan Harris, former news NBC anchor. Anybody ever heard of him before? He had a panic attack on air, and it led him to doing some research globally around meditation, mindfulness, the mind, stress, and all these kind of things, and how we deal with it. What came out of that was something called the 10% Happier Journey. First, he wrote a book, and then he created an app filled with meditation resources. I found that app, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to hold on to this because this is something that I want to get into. I've been into self-care for years, since I was in high school, right around the corner here in Milford. Shout out class of 99. Back then, that just equaled getting some biceps and some pecs, in the gym, just, doing bench press. But later it turned into thinking about my mind, my body, my emotions, diet, all these kind of things. So I wanted to get into my self-care a bit more seriously. Fast forward 2019, I was experiencing the most stressful time of my life due to things that we all experience, normal things you would recognize if I say them, like residency changing, AKA moving, which is always stressful, even when you think it's easy. It's never easy, right? We all learn that over and over and over again. Family and life transitions, separation from family, financial issues, the norm. The way that it manifested itself was mentally, physically, and emotionally. Mentally, it was mental fog. It was things like rumination. Anybody ever heard of that? It's when you keep cycling around over and over again about a thought to no avail. You think you have a solution, but really you don't have a solution, and the only solution is that you figure, I'm gonna keep thinking about this thing over and over and over again and rehearsing all the possibilities that could happen, and the list goes on and on. It's a loop. Loops are good for music and choruses. That's about it. So that also equaled physically some things like something called prostatitis or chronic pelvic pain, floor pain. Anybody ever heard of that before? Yeah, that's when you have inflammation in your prostate area, feels like pressure. It also equals other things like frequent urination, sleep deprivation. I was even breaking out in hives. It got real. As all of our lives do at one point or another, am I right? Take another deep breath in, let it out. That's life. So, from there, and then emotionally, dealing with some other things, I decided it's time. I went back to that 10% Happier app, and I started getting into these meditation courses every day, 10 to 15 minutes. I work with my breath, I work with my body and my mind. The other thing that was happening during that time as well was that I was experiencing upper, middle, and lower back pain. Now, I've been a studio musician for years, so I knew where some of the lower back pain was coming from. But the rest of the back pain, including the more excruciating lower back pain, was coming from something that rhymes with the word test and rest and y'all know what it is. Pure stress. I read first that prostatitis could be caused by an STD, and I was like, but I know me, and I know my history can't be. And then when I went back to the information, after going to the urologist and him telling me, you look fine, come back in a year, I went back to the same information I researched and it said, or this could just be stress. And it was. So those 10 to 15 minutes a day changed my life. And then to deal with the lower back pain, I went to the chiropractor. If you've never been, you should go. Treat yourself. We get out of alignment every day from just being a human being, and you will feel better and have the best sleep you've ever had in your life, I promise you. My chiropractor gave me some stretches to deal with my lower back pain. I did that for 10 minutes combined with the 10 minutes of mindfulness and meditation, and in 2 to 3 weeks, all of my symptoms gone. Out the window, out the door. No more since then, really. Unless I'm not doing my 5 minutes of stress relief every day. This is my testimony. So from there, I decided, you know what? I'm the child of a 36-year retired school teacher. So I believe in education and sharing it. I value education like gold. So every morning, when I would do those 5 to 10 to 15 minutes, from there, after experiencing the benefits myself, I would jump on Facebook, go live, and pay it all forward. Share everything that I learned. That equaled the 10% Happier journey. Anybody remember that? So I started doing that every day, and I was like, you know what? Why not take this and be able to use it in a way that I've used the rest of my life, which was be accountable to myself while being accountable to other people. Let me be a professional in this. 5M Soulful Self-Care was born. Now, you might not know this about me. I've been a full-time musician for 21 years. And 21 years ago, my mentor was a music therapist. So I learned music therapy while I was in my piano lessons. I took that plus my fascination with psychology, put myself in school for psychotherapy for 5 years. In 3 years, became a mindfulness and meditation teacher, certified. And then for these last 2 years, I become a certified stretching, flexibility, and mobility coach from the National Academy of Sports Medicine. Thank you. I put that all together and during the pandemic. Now, I was going through this in August of 2019. That was before the worst time that we have experienced in human history, and when outside, quote unquote, got closed. Y'all remember that? When outside was temporarily closed? That's a thought for you right there. That's a new thought for you. You show up and it's like, yeah, outside's closed. You know? We'll see you in 3 months. Yeah, right. I knew that though when we said it. Like, you don't recover from Katrina overnight. And yeah. So with that, I decided during the pandemic, I created this music in 2020. I came here to OGOT. I did a concert called Key Reflections where I debuted this music. And from there, I decided that I wanted to offer this as an experience. So online, I jumped in and I started doing 5M Sundays Zoom experiences. Anybody remember that? Then I created a free app, which I have right now, and some of you all have, and if you don't have it, you know where to find me. I also started doing Soulful Self-Care Saturdays here every Saturday, helping people in live experience. And then since then have done corporate and community events, speaking and sharing 5M, all from behind the piano. I've been working with veterans for the last 2 years, doing 5M every week, twice a week. And it goes on and on. So my testimony is that all you have to do is have an experience in your life, be open enough to say, I might not do the same thing that I've been doing. Let me think about myself and put myself first before I put other people first, because that's the only way I'm gonna actually be able to be around to take care of somebody else. And then from there, your whole life can change. 5 minutes a day, though, is all that you need. It's all that you need. It's all I ever say when we come in here, and it's all that we're about to take over these next 5 minutes. So one last thing I want to tell you that I am happy to say is that I've gotten a chance this year to work with my first multi-billion-dollar organization. 4 months ago, I got a chance to do 5M. Thank you. I still receive applause. You don't have to hurt yourself, by. It's harder than not. You're like, oh my God. You know what? Quick though. I thought about that literally yesterday with this. I'm gonna do a parody on this. When people say, we're gonna give accolades to each person, they get the award, but hold your applause until the end, and then they go, we want to give it up for Taisha Hill for winning this. And you got to not applaud. It kills you. That's stress right there. 5 minutes a day is all that you need. And so that leads to this moment here. For the last 5 years, you have been experiencing 5M in all the ways I suggested. And recently I had an aha moment, and I was like, oh, the reason why most people aren't doing 5M regularly besides our experiences because I haven't released the one thing that helped me to lock it in. I was doing it every morning. It was a morning method. It was a routine. When you establish a routine, it makes it easy to develop it into a habit. Would you agree? So glad you did. It would have made my life hard if you didn't agree after all this. So the way that I help you is what I released recently, and some of you all are in the midst of this season of beta testing it right now. It's called the 5M Morning Method. 6 5-minute practices to help you to change your whole day and relieve mental and physical stress and tension from your body before you leave your bed. With a breathing meditation and breathing meditation and body scan, 5 minutes, an in-bed stretch, 5 minutes, 5 minutes standing stretch, 5 minutes humming, 5 minutes setting intentions for your day, and 5 minutes journaling your whole experience. Today, now how many of you are already experiencing it? You're in the midst of the beta test with me, yes. If you aren't, don't worry. Again, we'll talk about it more in the back, but you're about to experience it right now. The meditation we're gonna do is the meditation that I did by Bill Withers. Bill Withers' Lovely Day is what I have in the background that I am playing. So you're about to experience that. We're gonna go through a breathing meditation and body scan to relieve tension and stress from head to toe using your breath. One thing I gotta teach you and we jump into it. Everybody take your hand, your dominant hand, and rest it on your belly. Just notice the feeling of your breath. Just notice the rise and fall of it. 17 to 28,000 of these you do every day. But rarely do we pay attention to 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Now, on this next breath, I just want you to take one breath with me. You're gonna breathe in and out. But instead of breathing in where your chest expands, which is what we do regularly in flight or fight mode, you're gonna expand your belly as you inhale, and as you exhale, you're gonna return your belly towards your spine. Everybody ready? Set, take a deep breath in, expand your belly. Hold it, notice it. Let it go, exhale. Return it back to your spine. All right, from there, close your eyes. Good morning again, my friends, and welcome to the 5M Musical Breathing Meditation and Body Scan. Yes, that's me singing in the background to you. We're going to do our part to make it a lovely day by just using the power of our breath, our focus, and our imagination. So keep resting your hand on your belly, noticing the feeling of the breath moving through your body. Take a moment to notice this, appreciate it, and be grateful for it. Not everybody is experiencing this. Would you agree? We're going to take 5 deep belly breaths, 5 for 5M. We're going to breathe in through the nose and expand our belly like a balloon on the inhale, and then on the exhale, we're going to breathe out. Everybody ready? Set. Follow my lead to the beat like this. Turn it up, Ella. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Let it out. Long exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. Second breath. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Let it out. Long exhale. And on this next one, you can sigh to vibrate the stress out. Breathe in, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Long exhale. Let me hear you. That's actually a therapy relief. Breathe in, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Long exhale. We still got one more for 5M. Here we go. All you got. Breathe in, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Let it out. All right. From here, I want you to continue with that method. Either allow your breathing to return back to normal or keep breathing with the beat. Everybody, let's take our attention and focus at the top of our head. Notice if you feel anything there. Tension or stress or either hot or cold feelings. On your next exhale, and from this point on, every exhale, I want you to imagine that that breath can go to that part of the body because it can. And I want you to relax it each time you breathe there. So notice the top of your head, see if you have anything there. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go, relax the top of your head. Good. Now come down to your forehead, your eyebrows, your nose, and your mouth, the whole front of your face. Breathe in, let it out, relax the whole front of your face. Good job, you're doing well. Now take your attention around to the back of your head. This is where we hold headaches and heartaches. So notice what you have there. Take a breath in, let it out, and relax your whole head. Good. Now from here, come down to your neck and shoulders. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Sometimes we're holding our shoulders and not knowing it. Check in with your upper chest, your upper back, and your arms adjacent to that. Treat this as one whole hemisphere of the body. Take a deep breath in, let it out. Good. Relax the whole top part of your body, head all the way down. Now come down to your belly, your lower back, and your arms adjacent to that. Check in and go ahead on your count. Breathe in, let it out. Relax the whole lower torso of your body. All right, we're at the halfway point now. How you feeling so far? Good. You're doing well. Let's keep relieving this. Now go down to your hips, to your pelvis, to your glutes, reproductive organs. This is where we clench a lot of time and don't realize it. So with me here, take a deep breath in, hold it, let it out. Long exhale. Good. All right, now last but not least, go down to your shins, to your calves, to your ankles, and to your feet. I want you to notice the feeling of your feet against the floor. I want to tell you this. You are always grounded and supported, even when you don't realize it and you don't know it. All you got to do is realize it. All right. So from here, let's take one last deep breath in. Let it out. Relax any tension in the lower part of your body, top part. Again, breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, 2, 3, 4. Let it out, 2, 3, 4. Now, I want you to see yourself from here being able to do this every morning. Imagine yourself in your bed right now, actually going through this process and how it can change your day and how it will change your day. All you got to do, my friends, is just take 5 minutes for you in the morning, and it will change your entire life like how it did mine. You will be doing the best thing that you can do to have a lovely day. That doesn't mean that you'll be able to always control everything. That'll mean that the things that you can control, which is your response to things, you will be able to. So remember this, and each morning, take the time to do what you can to be with your breath in your body to create a lovely day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, open your eyes. And from this point on, continue to be well and have a lovely day on purpose. How you feeling? It feels good. That wasn't the song for that, but yeah. So again, for more of that and for the morning method, to have that if you don't already, please see me in the back and we will share from this point on forward. Thank you for letting me share my story, my testimony.
Thank you for sharing your story. You know, this is wonderful. You are one of the people on the planet that I really resonate with. And I love your work. I love your ministry to people, to give people the opportunity to just discover something as simple as breathing and relaxing. I love it. I love it. That is your God gift to us, and we appreciate you and bless you.